Hello friends and welcome to my chaos. I actually just wanted to come and share something of an update, and if you've been following me on Instagram and you kind of know me personally, this may be something of an update, but this is the first time I've decided to branch out into YouTube and try to post something on YouTube. So if you've just found me through YouTube, I guess this would be the first time you've seen me. So let me give you a little bit of some backstory and an update. My family and I live here in Perth in WA, and we're about to move. So we've been here for about 5 years. We've been in this house for about 3 years, and we're actually about to move across the country back to New South Wales, to where I come from, in a place called Newcastle. And it's actually been a while since I shared anything in social media because I've been busy doing this. It has taken me a few months to pack up pretty much all of our house. The rest of our house is probably more chaotic than this. This is tidy. This is ordered chaos. We are 2 weeks until we leave Perth, 2 weeks until we hit the road and take off to the other side of the country. And there's so many reasons for us doing that, but essentially I just want to head back and spend some time with family. My dad died 2.5 years ago, and I haven't really been back to Newcastle, back to see my family since then. And my mum's just about to retire, and there's a whole lot of stuff there that she needs help with tidying up since my dad died. It's going to be something of an adventure. So I feel like the adventure started a few months ago when we first started packing everything up. We've been painting the house as well, getting it ready so that we can rent it out. We haven't done the whole house, but we've done most of it, and I've had enough. There's no more painting for us here. We're going to hit the road and take a bit of an adventure across the country, driving across maybe 10 days to 2 weeks. It doesn't take that long usually, but we want to take our time and see a few things along the way. My 9-year-old son is fishing mad, so we'll be following the coast a little bit so that he can do some fishing. But once we get to Newcastle, I don't think it's going to take us too long to settle in. My mum, bless her heart, has been just getting the house ready for us to arrive, setting aside some rooms for us, and clearing things out. Our plan at this stage is to stay with my mum, to live with my mum pretty much indefinitely, and get as much done as possible over the next year. My dad had 2 double car garages in the backyard, and they're full of all of his stuff. He was an avid woodworker. He used one as a workshop, and you could barely move in it, so I don't even know how he used it. And the other was just a whole lot of storage for the other stuff that wasn't woodwork related, and also for a lot of his timber. We have some plans there to tidy things up and convert things and be able to use those spaces again and give my mum some space so that she's got less in the house and she can live a little bit more comfortably. I say our plan is to move there indefinitely because my husband is also from Nepal. He works FIFO here in WA, so we live in Perth. He flies to work and he spends 2 weeks at work up north in Port Hedland, and then he flies back and spends 2 weeks at home. So he's going to be continuing to fly FIFO from New South Wales. But I think he's also getting a little bit homesick, and we absolutely love Nepal. I absolutely love Nepal. I have spent time living in Nepal, but it is a dream of mine to kind of set ourselves up so that we're living in Nepal a little bit more permanently, to buy land, to build a farm and have a farm stay. So that is on the cards, and it's our agenda for next year. So we're going to go and spend some time with my mum for a year, help her out, and then head over to Nepal, hopefully, fingers crossed, next year, and hopefully, fingers crossed, with our own piece of land to settle onto and start to build and do what we want to do. And then we plan to come back and forth between Nepal and Australia. It doesn't make sense to us to have another owner-occupied house in Australia while we're also spending time living in Nepal, which is why we're going to stay at my mum's pretty much indefinitely and just rent this property out. So that's pretty much our update at the moment. Things are feeling a little bit chaotic right now. In amongst all of this, the packing and the painting, I haven't even looked at the garden. It's been a little bit chaotic in other ways here while we've been packing up, you know, trying to get as much time as possible in with friends. We've got a really beautiful community. We've got a really great circle of friends. We managed to catch up with everyone about a weekend ago, and I realized that between all the parents and the children, there's like a group of 28 of us. And especially over the last 12 months, this group of people have become just so incredibly important and dear and precious to me and my family. So, you know, having to say goodbye is going to be really, really hard. We've said some of our goodbyes, and, you know, we may end up just kind of sneaking off in a couple of weeks' time when it's time to leave. We also decided to start homeschool this year, with our lives being a little bit, I'm not going to say all over the place, but, you know, with no fixed location and plans to move frequently, we decided that homeschool might actually make sense and be the better choice for our son. Given the character that he is, I don't want to send him to school in Nepal. I think it would be kind of damaging to his spirit. So homeschool it is for him. And yeah, if I continue this YouTube channel, I'm sure you're going to get to meet him in time. He's offered a sleepover today, and get to know him a little bit more. He's a very wild child. He loves to be barefoot. He loves, you know, playing with knives, being outside making weapons. He's really looking forward to us having some land in Nepal where he can just run wild and free and be himself, and just, yeah, grow into the magical human that I'm sure he's bound to become. I think over the next couple of weeks, as we're getting ready, I want to jump in and share some more videos. I want to share some videos of us on the road and just, you know, kind of what that's like. I'm actually really looking forward to it. There's not going to be a whole lot of adventures. We're taking our dog with us. And after months of packing and just the absolute, I'd say, stress that this has been, I'm looking forward to sitting at camp. We are camping the whole way. Sitting at camp with the dog, carving spoons, because I've decided to take up spoon carving because I can't do pottery right now. I'm also a potter. And yeah, just enjoying a bit of a quiet life on the road for a couple of weeks before we get to my mum's, and the chaos of tidying up starts again. And then, yeah, sharing our journey with buying land in Nepal, spending some time over there, and then hopefully next year getting there a little bit more permanently. So if you've been following me elsewhere, if you know me personally, this is our update for now. If not, then hopefully this has given you a little bit of insight into what I intend all of this to be.